This is just a quick video to talk about ways we could update our updating arrays drawing program. So again, these have two declared but uninitialized arrays of integers. Then in draw, it ticks backwards, starting with the last number, stopping before the very first one in the array, assigning the current one to the one that comes before. So x49 gets the value stored in x48, x48 gets one stored in x47. You have to go backwards so each one can be updated and you don't overwrite the information. Then once you're finished with that, just one time after the for loop, you assign the first one, the x0 and y0, to the x and y value of the mouse, and then display all 50 of them, so it's the 50 previous locations of x. So two things that were possible challenges for class was to double the number of circles. So to do that, I'd have to first initialize 100x and, nope, not 1,000, 100x and 100y integer variables. So I'd have to, then here, instead of counting from 49 down to 0, I'm going to count from 99 down to 0. So all of the items except that very first one in the array, x0 and y0. And then here, again, I want to make sure I'm displaying all of them. So that just doubles the number of circles that you're showing at any given time. And then there's the other challenge was to have to animate the color. So right now we have a transparent blue, just using that fourth parameter to give it some transparency. There's many different ways you could do this. The way I'm going to do it is actually move the fill into the for loop, and then instead of using a constant here, I'm going to use I, so each one, it's going to be sort of a spectrum. But because the difference in colors, since I have 100, I'm going to actually multiply it, say I point times 2.5. So the first one will have a value of 0, and then this last one will have a value of 255, just because that would make the first one be have 0, 0, 0. I'm going to put a little bit of green in here too, just to make it a little bit more obvious. It's kind of hard to see if I'm going from black to blue. And then, so as I draw, you see they start out green, and then as they move to the end of the array, they become blue. That's just one possible way of updating the color.